Wikipedia needs to stop trying to get my money.
For real. Yeah, 100%. It's like, haven't you looked up my Wikipedia? It just says poor woman. Welcome back to Each Other's Mothers. Here I am with my co-host Bree, and we have a very special guest this morning. What time is it?
It is whatever time you want it to be.
Perfect.
Yes.
Love that. We keep changing our time of recording, so I'm like, what? Where is it? Is the sun up? What's happening?
Can't see the light in here.
Can't see the light in here. Well, we have too much light in here, I think, now.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Speaking of which, turn that lamp on, would you?
Just
for fun. Why not?
Where's the... Oh,
There you go.
There we
Hey.
go.
Even
Are those
more.
real photos?
Those are real photos. A friend of mine made that for me.
That's so sweet.
I know.
Whenever I see it, I'm just upset that I'm not on it.
Well, thank God you are not in those photos. If you would have went to Central Michigan University with me, we would have died.
Oh, yeah, I'd be dead. I'd be
We'd
dead
be
or
dead.
in jail.
We can't do that.
Or both.
Both.
Died in the jail.
Died in the jail. Holding hands, though, you and I. Anyway, our fucking guest. I can't even speak today.
She can host today.
Do you want to steer this ship?
Yeah, steer the ship. We have the lovely Sam Rager.
Sam Rager.
Sorry, I like Rager.
Well, what's funny about that, and I was going to talk about it, is that everyone thinks your last name is Rager.
Yeah.
Which is so funny to me because you are quite the opposite of a rager.
I was going to ask if you identified with raging.
Oh, I'm like, the energy level people expect when I get on stage are like, oh, this is highly disappointing.
The rage is internal. You're inside.
You're raging against the machine.
Right.
Yes.
You are the machine, but you're like a silent machine. Like those nice silent printers.
Silent printers?
Yeah, printers that barely make any noise.
I'd never met one.
Or like a vacuum that barely makes any noise.
I never know. Don't know her.
Rich people.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Maybe I
Anyway.
need one.
Maybe. Maybe you are one.
Trust me, I make noise.
Oh, well, all right then. We were talking briefly about Easter because Sam, it looks like an Easter egg today,
Yeah.
and I am obsessed with it. And every year you release your photos with the Easter Bunny.
Yeah.
Do you go to a local mall?
I've been to Oakland Mall, Briarwood, Westland Mall, the Great Lakes Crossing.
Multiple. Mm-hmm. Okay, do you want to describe to Bree what you do?
Each year I like to come up with a different theme. So one year I did the generic, oh, I'm scared. And then the next I wore a strapless dress and I had a blanket that I pulled up and made it look like we had relations.
Oh.
And then
And the bunnies are down?
yeah. One year I went as like a drunk Santa. This year I went as Jesus. And I was nervous about that one, but
Okay, so you already did this one. Mm-hmm. And oh my God,
Oh,
it makes
spoiler.
me so happy. Because when is Easter? It's right around the corner,
The
right?
31st. Can't forget it.
31st of this month.
Yes.
March. Okay.
So maybe next weekend?
Okay. Right?
yep.
And do you release it on Easter, right?
Oh no, it's up right now. It is.
Oh, it's already up.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I have not been paying attention.
Add a photo of the bunny.
So
That's how desensitized you are to seeing it as like my profile picture.
Yeah, I guess so. That's so funny. So, okay, just paint the scene for us. You dressed up as Jesus.
There's one photo where I'm doing like a finger gun towards the bunny. I've made the back-to-back good cop, bad cop one my profile picture. And then the Easter Bunny actually wanted one where I was on their lap. And that one, I think it looks funny, but it also looks like the Easter Bunny's giving it to Jesus from behind. And I was like, I would upset a lot of people if I made this.
No, that's what you need to be sharing with the world.
Exactly.
Because isn't that what the Easter Bunny did? Like, isn't that the backstory of the Easter Bunny?
Had sex with Jesus Christ himself.
Yeah, and that's where all the eggs come from.
Oh, yeah. All those gay little eggs.
Uh-huh.
That would make sense.
Born in
sin. You're just, revealing truths out here is what you're doing.
Yeah.
So, thank you so much for that. So when you see the Easter Bunny, are they like, you again? Or are they like, what's up, pal? I must know.
This year they were thankfully enthusiastic. But I think it's partly because I always get the biggest package and end up with all these photos that I just never give to anyone else. But I know they get paid on commission, so I'm like, I will swear I'll give you money. Just let me do this.
Yeah.
But he was like into it. They were like patting their lap, and they. What's weird is that they commit to the not talking, even though
Hilarious.
they know that I'm just doing this to mess with people too. But
Right. They're just like a little wiggle of the nose here and there, and that's it.
yeah.
Amazing.
What do the children think?
Oh, I mean, I guess it looks creepier in the end, but I try to do laps so I don't do it in front of them. But I guess not thinking about it, that would also look predatory. Just
It
like
just,
I'm casing.
Jesus doing laps around the bunny cage.
Do you go solo?
Mm-hmm.
That makes it even better. Oh my God. Okay, so idea for the photos that you are not using or not giving to people. Merch. Business cards.
Huh?
Put your fucking Instagram handle on the back of them or something. Even if you just wrote them and then just,
That is
at the end of your sets, just be like, okay, not much of a merch girl, but I need something.
I need to do something with these photos.
I need to do something with these photos. And then you can talk about how you do that every year. And it's just so fucking funny and perfect. And I think a lot of crowds will be like, that's hilarious. I would love one of those photos.
Oh,
Do
that would be
it. You probably have so many of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, business lady over here.
I really should be managing comedians, and I don't know why I don't. Well, it's because I'm trying to manage myself and
You manage me.
everything else. I would love. Yeah, I'm maybe one day. We'll see. But I'm just trying to
Yeah, 'cause then-
monetize everything for everyone at all times.
and that would help me clear up space too. I have
Yeah.
so much.
We love a purge.
Alternately, you could start hanging them in Cracker Barrels to see if anybody notices.
That part. Didn't you do that?
No, but I want to.
Yeah.
Really bad. No, I have a photo hanging up at, what is it, Trixie's?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, we did touch base on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. But the Crackle Barrel ones are black and white?
Yes.
Okay, so you have to get one in black and white, but then put it up there.
Or like a nice sepia tone.
Sepia, that's how you really fool them. That is exactly how you fool them. Okay, well, let's get down to, what do they say, brass tacks? Is that the term?
Sure.
Who knows?
Brass tits?
Brass tits. Let's get on to brass tits.
Yeah.
Okay, mommy issues. We're here to talk about the Dead Moms Club because you're both in it.
Yes.
I'm not in it, as we saw last episode. She's very much alive and talking about her pink dildos. I don't know if you've listened to the episode. It was wild. Gonna talk about it in therapy this week. But anyway, you guys have that in common. I don't know what that's like. Is it awful? Do we love it? Do we hate it?
Oh,
Are there
that's
sad days? Are there good days?
both?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, it's
I
gotta be
don't-
heavy.
I don't know how your mom died or what the situation was or what your mother was like, but my mother was very much like a really wild, crazy person. Like, I don't know, showing up at my house at 6 a.m. all coked out, trying to go to Honest John's. So sometimes it's like, oh God, I don't have to deal with that anymore.
Right. Exactly. Now you're just doing it yourself. On
now
your own.
I'm, I gotta have her legacy live on.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's the best way. Filled with respect. What about you?
My mom, so when she was 19, she was diagnosed as being like terminally ill, and had 2 kids despite doctors being like, no, that would be bad for your body.
Yeah.
And then ended up living like 23 years longer than doctors had originally
Wow.
given her.
Too long, if you ask me.
Yeah.
I'd like to be alive for 10 years.
I'd love an
but
excuse
I
to
surpassed
give
as
up.
well. Yeah, literally. Pop a couple kids out. See ya. Yeah.
But
That's crazy.
yeah, she was like, she was very like Susie homemaker, but tried to like volunteer a lot at our schools and would teach catechism. Was like very like involved in the church, but my view of the Catholic Church was skewed because of her. I thought it was way more liberal than it is. Because I was like, oh, she's super liberal and like open. And then I was like, I went down here and started going to different masses, and I was like, oh, this is the dark.
An unfortunate surprise. Yeah. Oh Oh my God. What a skewed little brain child thing you had going on.
Yeah. And then every year she kept on being, they're like, okay, yep, this is the year that you're going to go. And I haven't been able to write a joke about, like, a good joke. But every one of our, like, family vacations were Make-A-Wishes. We're like,
Were they really?
yeah, my dad would milk her terminal illness so much.
I
And-
would.
for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smart man.
Love that. Mm-hmm. Hustler on these streets.
Yeah, so we got like free tickets to so many, and like you could tell like on the customer service's face when they saw her again, they're like, "Oh, you're back."
Oh, you're still here?
I think honestly, just talking about it and telling the story is funny in itself. But obviously we need a punchline and and the equation of a joke. But that is really fucking funny though. Just seeing her again. Here we are. What was her name?
Cindy.
Sydney.
I love that. That's such a mom name.
It really is.
Yeah.
Did people call her Sid?
No, they called her CJ.
CJ.
Oh, that's fun.
Plot twist.
Yeah.
I love that. But why?
Oh, Cynthia Jean.
Yeah, that's
so
beautiful.
much going on. I always wanted Jean to be my middle name. Is that weird? Like as a kid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like X-Men, Phoenix, Jean Grey.
I don't even know who that is.
Do you
So
even have a middle name?
I don't have a middle
I
name.
was going to say.
No. And I used to want my name to be Elena. I used to like sign Christmas cards and stuff as Elena as a child.
Beautiful. Who is she?
Now I'm a maniac. No idea. I just always loved that name and I didn't like my name and I wanted it to be Elena Jean. So
Oh, AJ.
just writing more down for the therapy session this week. Weird, huh? Yeah, AJ. Could have been AJ with CJ. Been pretty
I love
cool.
Johanna though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Now I'm like obsessed with my name, but there's another issue there, you know. God. Yeah, I do like my name. I'm not mad about it, but I was like, that was from the ages of like 8 to 10, and then I got over it, and then I got braces.
I wonder what was going on then for you to want to be another person.
Me too.
Write it down. Therapy.
I know.
Coming up.
Coming right up.
Coming right up.
I haven't like I haven't like done a dive with my therapist yet because we're only on like session 4. Session 5 will be the next one. So like we're still talking surface level, like talk therapy, like, well, so and so hurt my feelings last week and blah 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 blah. So we're doing that, and we haven't done the whole like when I was 8, I was signing Christmas cards as Elena. So maybe we'll get there soon.
Do you go to therapy? Have you ever been? Mm-hmm. Do you love it? Hate it?
I love it. I just started doing EMDR last year.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna start doing that with my therapist because she offers it. Scary.
Yeah.
Got any advice for me?
No, hopefully she eases in because my therapist, like, we did like 2 weeks of it, and then of like an easy topic. So it was like comedy and me not feeling confident with that.
Okay.
But we're gonna, after I get back from like our belated honeymoon, we're gonna start getting into like dad stuff.
Oof.
Yeah.
Heavy.
Yeah.
Also kicked the bucket, huh? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Look at you. 2 for 2.
2 for 2. How old were you when they each passed?
I was 18 when my mom died.
Okay.
And then 32 when my dad died.
Okay.
Quite a difference, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think that, I mean, you were 2 different people.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I thankfully had time to grow up a little by the time my dad passed away. I was such an angsty teenager.
Were you?
Yeah.
I can't picture you that way.
Oh, I felt so bad for my mom.
Really?
Yeah. She struggled with some stuff towards the end. And I felt bad. And my sister and I had to live with my aunt for a little bit. And I moved back and I'm like, you took my childhood away from me. I had to grow up faster.
Damn.
And so the last like year of her passing, I was just like, if you had like stayed clean, she struggled with her pain meds for like 3 years. And I just didn't like let her live that down.
Yeah.
And when I went away to college, I we had to read this one book, and it's not a very good book, but it did help me realize, like, oh, I realized why she was doing what she was doing. I wrote her a whole letter, like, I'm so sorry. I forgive you. I hope you can forgive me for acting the way. And then she passed away before she even got it.
Ooh, I bet that, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like 2 days after I wrote it and mailed it off. And I was like, so I mean, that guilt, even though I've like talked about it in therapy, and like that still haunts me a lot.
Yeah. Do you do a lot of crying in traffic?
Oh yeah.
Me too. And I don't even.
Banging on the steering wheel.
I wouldn't go that far.
Maybe
one day.
It's just me. Thought we were relating to each other.
Well, when I was a teenager, this will make you feel better. This is my fucking crazy ass. My boyfriend, shout out Teddy, hey. My boyfriend and I at the time got in a fight in his truck, and I got so mad at him because I think he cheated on me or something, and that I punched his rear view mirror down, and it broke. So there's that.
Wow.
Yeah. Not currently doing that as an adult, but
That's
as a
good.
very angry teenager with abandonment issues and a cheating boyfriend. Lost my shit. So there you go. Do you feel better?
I guess.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, I've punched holes and it's older than teenager. So
Really?
yeah.
Into walls?
Yeah. Well, okay. So
I don't think I've ever done that.
in my defense, I didn't punch the wall. I was having an episode and pounding my fists up against the wall, and I pounded so hard that like my elbow to my fist went through the wall.
Oh.
Yeah.
shit.
So I didn't like intentionally like I'm going to hit a wall. I was just
Yeah.
like, ah.
It was all that cocaine your mom was giving you.
I know.
Makes a gal strong.
It was because I wasn't doing cocaine then. Actually,
right.
it levels me out,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't do cocaine.
No.
Never.
And I don't even know what that is.
Not in years.
Yeah.
Clean.
Clean.
Clean it as a whistle.
Yeah. When you were an angry teenager, were you like doing drugs?
No, I was I was such a on such a high horse, like morally as a teenager. My parents, because they were separated, so they could try to maximize the amount of benefits that they got from the state, because neither of them were like healthy enough to work. Even then, they were only making $6,000 a year combined.
Holy shit.
For like a family of 4.
Combined?
So they did some stuff that was not some stuff that wasn't legal to try to make money. And I was always like, you guys are in the wrong. Like, I didn't have any empathy at that time. And I
Got
feel
it.
so bad that like, I mean, a part of me thinks that that's why she like struggled with that is my dad, bless his heart. And he felt like really bad about like a lot of stuff growing up, but he was, like kind of, hard to live with. It's a very gentle way of putting
Okay.
a lot of what he did. And then she had to deal with 2 very angsty teenage daughters, and then trying to manage what little money that we had, and then plus the pain of dying.
Yeah.
On top of that.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Man, you make me hate white people less.
But just your family.
Just your family, though, you know? It's like, America's so fucked. Like, that's just like that's how Americans are living, right? You know what I mean? Like, because they can't get any more help than that. That's crazy. $6,000 a year, and this is in the 90s.
Or so that was so that I was looking at their checks from like 2006.
Holy shit. And you weren't doing drugs as a teenager. That is
How?
how.
Well, Catholic Church.
Your mom was still a good mom.
Yeah.
She was coming to the bake sales. That's what happened. She was broke and dying, but she was there.
Yeah, and I never like appreciated it because she didn't struggle with stuff until I had gotten into high school, and
Okay.
I like just took everything that she did for granted until then, and
Yeah.
I fully regret it.
For sure. Damn.
And I feel so bad because I think of that a lot. And I'm like, oh, well, that's just 3 years out of the 18 years I had her.
Yeah.
Like that.
Right. True.
She's
that.
probably like, I got you this far. Figure it out.
Yeah.
Good old CJ. Is she soft spoken?
She was so loud, and so she was really big into sex jokes, like just like making
Oh, love her.
and yeah, all my friends adored her, and I was embarrassed though at the time. I'm like, just stop, Mom. This is inappropriate for an adult to be joking about this.
Yeah. Oh my God. Well, you are so soft spoken and so like, that it's shocking that she'd be loud and like that. I guess you are pretty opposite from your mom. I mean, I'm a lot like mine, but what are you going to do?
In some ways.
In some ways. You're
Yeah.
right. You're right. And you're in some ways Tina too.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tina, Bree's mom was a motorcycle club having ass, like wild ass woman of a woman.
Yep. Yeah, the motorcycle club didn't happen until like I was in my 20s.
Right.
But prior to that, she was still pretty wild. She was a very sad, lonely woman, and I think she found camaraderie within the motorcycle community. So very heavily attached onto that and started going a little wild and actually died on a motorcycle.
Wow.
She lived, breathed, and died.
Lived, breathed, and died for that bike. She
For
didn't
that
know how to
bike.
ride.
Hashtag same
Yeah.
in so many different
That's
ways.
the only
but-
reason that she ended up dying in the accident is because she was so inexperienced that if the doctor said if she would have she went around a corner and it was like a dirt road and she was going too fast and she skidded out and she held on to her bike the entire time and slid into a rock like head first. And they said if she would have let go of her bike, she would have lived. But she was so like inexperienced and intoxicated at the time
Right.
that she was, just holding on for dear life.
Damn.
And then there goes her dear life.
Tartar.
What's
See
your
you later.
favorite memory of her growing up?
Oh, my favorite memory of her growing up. Oh God, there's so many. Shit, that's really hard.
That's a good thing though.
Yeah.
There's so
Yeah, despite her being like wild and kind of a bad mom, she was also a really, really good mom. She used to throw me the craziest birthday parties. There was always
Same with mine.
themes, and she would like make a crazy cake. Like one year I had a barn party, and she got everybody like, bandanas and made everybody wear denim and like made a cake that looked like a barn that had like puffballs and shit on it that were stacked up. I think probably my birthday parties would be my favorite memory. Like even when I turned 18, she took me and all my friends to the gay club and like bought us alcohol and shit and got us a hotel.
God bless her.
Yes.
Yeah.
What
For
about
real.
you?
Yeah, similar. There's so many good ones, and I love that you said that too. Like that because both like love and like heavy sigh feelings sometimes can live in the same.
Yes.
And I feel like sometimes like people hear something and they like latch onto that and they're like they make all these judgments about the person.
Yeah.
No, she had these things called bubble moments. So she never knew when she was going to pass away. So when she was feeling like warm and fuzzy, and it could just be like a family dinner where nobody's fighting, she's like, okay, look around and try to remember everything in this moment and then close your eyes.
Oh.
And like those would be like bubble. So I have like a bunch of these like very simple memories where it was just peaceful and nice.
You should write a book called Bubble Moments and try and like chronicle all of your little moments that you remember. It'd be a beautiful book and it'd probably be very healing as well.
And God damn it, would it sell?
God damn it, would it sell? We're making you money here. We're trying to monetize your trauma.
Exactly. That's all I've ever done with my life is
Yeah.
monetize my trauma. So let's go, Sam. I think we got something here. Hell yeah. Need you to sign a contract when we're done with the episode. Oh my God. Amazing. But that is really beautiful.
Thank you.
Holy shit. And you should write a book. I'm gonna when everyone in my family dies, because we have a lot of secrets, I'm going to write a book that's titled Now That Everyone's Dead. And it's going to be written when I'm like probably 50 something years old. But I mean, I'm quite a wordsmith. I think I could really pull something together. And just the stories in itself. I mean, we talked to my mom for 40, 50 minutes.
Yeah.
She's talking
Just
about
scratch the
fucking in a
surface.
field and a donkey came along and was trying to get into the threesome with that. It was just like, what are we doing here? We haven't even touched base about the fucking cartel.
Yes.
Yeah, we skipped over that part conveniently.
We sure did. We're having her back though. But
Mm-hmm.
I also don't know if maybe, that's a smart idea to put on the internet. But
Probably not.
I'm sure a lot of those people are already dead. But
Somebody is carrying on their legacy and they will come after you.
somebody is in prison and
Yeah.
we'll find them. So,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. Marissa? No, just kidding. We can talk about it. But yeah, those are things, these things are factual. My fucking family history is wild. And I will 100% write a book one day. It'll be 30 years from now, 20 years from now. But yeah.
Still, heck yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
You
And
should
then-
start writing it now so you can release it when.
You're right.
While your mind's still fresh.
You're right.
Uh-huh.
I also think we should probably interview more of my family members.
Oh, all of
it.
them.
Every single one of them.
Mm-hmm.
We get Uncle Jim in here. He's just staring into the abyss. My uncle had to fall down some stairs and then a stroke, and he hasn't really been the same ever since. So he's just kind of he's just there. And then once in a while he'll just say a dirty joke out loud, and then it's like, you're in there.
You're in there.
You're in there, you filthy old man. Love him. Great guy. But yeah, he's the whole reason why we moved to Michigan and why we're all surviving immigrants in America, actually. Yeah. So he's this really cool, progressive, democratic guy who grew up poor in the fucking hills of West Virginia with no shoes and shit, and then became a CEO of GM's Lear. Yeah, he's got this wild story. He was a soldier, fought in the war, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's a wild guy, and he fell in love with my aunt in California and moved us all here. So that's my Uncle Jim.
Beautiful.
Shit, maybe we should have him on.
Maybe.
Yeah. There's
You're
a bubble moment for you.
making me think about my Nana. Have her on with her oxygen tank. We'll just hear in the background the whole time.
With some curses here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah. God damn it.
Yeah.
Lots of that.
She'll call you Johanna.
Oh, all day.
Uh-huh.
It's all right. I love it. I love handing her things. Could you get me that?
Yes.
Lots of that.
Yeah.
She's the best.
Mhm.
Yeah. So speaking of grandparents, what are your grandparents like? Are they still alive? Are they around? You hate them?
We don't know we met her and I just call her Ruby, my dad's mom.
Okay.
But she had my dad when she was 16.
Oh shit.
And then my mom's mom is even louder than my mom was. And just very candid and super liberal, and
Love that.
just speaks her mind. She doesn't want to leave her house anymore, though. She's like, the world is crazy.
It is.
It is.
She's not wrong.
I
She's
don't
got
want to leave
something.
my house,
Yeah.
but I have to. So love her. What's her name?
Marjorie.
Ooh,
Wow.
good name.
You got some good names in your family.
You really do. Okay. So do we visit Marjorie?
Yeah, I tried, especially after my dad died. I'm like, I'm gonna go up once a month at least. She
Yeah.
lives about 2 hours north of me.
Okay.
Mhm.
Not too bad. Worth it to
Yeah.
visit a powerful, loud woman, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, into that. Always. Always.
Were your mom and grandmother close?
Yeah, they were pretty close. My grandma would help take my mom out to her treatments and stuff, and they got along pretty well.
How do you get along well with your sister? You only have one sibling?
Yeah, and we do. It's almost like trauma bonding, where
Yep.
For sure.
yeah, we had so many distant family members always tell us stay with each other. You're all each other has. You're all each other
Yeah.
has growing up. So I go up and visit her pretty often too.
That's good. I love that. So because you had your sister throughout all of these traumatic events, did you also reach out to friends? Did you have a chosen family as well? Or did you kind of just stay in your little world with your sister?
I think I reached out to I reached out more when my mom passed away than when my dad passed away.
Okay.
But I feel like a lot of my chosen family has like mostly been comedy people, and I don't think my chosen family like realizes that they're like chosen family,
they
because
don't know.
I'm terrible at communicating, and I will like reach out like, and even if like we only talk like once or twice a year, I'm like, yeah, we're best buds, and the other person's like, maybe acquaintance.
Do
Like,
I know you? Over here calling you Rager.
Right. Right. I don't even know this bitch, but I love her. Yes. Well, you always have a friend in me. I hope you know that. We can be trauma dump sisters. I'm very good at that. Brie knows.
Mm-hmm. It's the only reason we're friends.
Correct.
Yeah. If we
Yeah.
didn't have shitty lives, we wouldn't enjoy each other.
No, not even a little bit.
Yeah.
I hate you.
Yeah. That's the real truth. People always wonder, are the hosts friends or not? We're not.
No,
Not at all.
not even a little bit.
Didn't see her last night.
This was accidental.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually hate coming to the podcast.
Yeah, she pays me to be here.
Yeah.
Still owes me money though, but
Get in line, sister. Take a ticket. Well, good. Hell yeah. We don't have to get into sex icks and pics. But I do want to. I'm curious to know if you have a favorite mom in history. I feel like you might be into like some murder shit. Are you into murder shit?
is it the sweater?
It's the sweater.
Yeah.
And the glasses.
Uh-huh.
I was thinking about the mom from Bernstein Bears.
Oh, what was her name?
Mama Bear.
It was just Mama Bear?
Okay. Classic. Gotta stick to what you know.
She put clothes on her kids, and they were probably way too warm. Bears don't need clothes.
They don't.
And they probably got sick from that. And she's having them eat candy. They had that whole book about junk food. And bears are just supposed to eat stuff like fish and forage.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Ugh. Bad mom.
Yeah.
Good pick. I didn't even think about going
Yeah.
into the cartoon world.
It's untapped memories for me.
Untapped. The Bernstein Bears.
Do you remember it being Berenstein like everybody else does?
No.
Yeah. There's like this Mandela effect thing where, so supposedly it's Bernstein, but everybody remembers it being Berenstein.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's one I haven't heard yet.
No.
What are a couple other what's it called? Mandela effects?
Uh-huh.
There's Fruit of the Loom.
Yeah, but that was
That's
proven to be
one.
true.
Really?
Yeah, the whole cornucopia
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, it had something to do with they like poisoned an entire city somewhere in Michigan or something, actually, and they like didn't want to be associated with that logo anymore, so they rebranded.
Interesting.
But somebody like found, like old copyright paper with like the shit. I don't know. Look on TikTok. They know what's going on.
How does TikTok always know what's going on?
I don't know. And I probably shouldn't trust it, but I trust it more than the actual news or my own president. So,
100p.
yeah.
That's why they're trying to shut it down so badly.
Exactly. The one time that Congress agrees on something, it's shutting down TikTok.
Yeah. They're getting too much information.
Uh-huh.
What
Like,
is-
they know.
Right.
They know about the cornucopia.
Meanwhile, Wikipedia is like, this is what we've been trying to do for decades. God damn
Wikipedia
it.
needs to stop trying to get my money.
For real. Yeah, 100%. It's like, haven't you looked up my Wikipedia? It just says poor woman. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Oh, God. It is a little pathetic, huh? I do learn a lot on Wikipedia, though. And a lot of it's not true.
A photo of Johanna under the definition of poverty.
Correct. Me and Sam Rager.
It's just...
One's a white, one's a Hispanic. Yeah. So this is the last question I'll probably ask about your mom, and then if you have any questions for us, we'll go into that. But so I grew up pretty poor as well, and my mom would like whip up meals out of nothing.
Yeah.
Did your mom do that too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty wild.
It is. And then there's like some poverty staples that Santiago had never had. Like, so he's introducing me to all these like amazing Puerto Rican food. And I'm like, have you had beanie weenies?
Right?
You had noodles with butter and Parmesan.
Yep. That's so cute. I mean, yeah. Wait, so did he grow up poor?
No. So
Okay.
he grew up like upper middle class.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
And Santiago was husband.
Mm-hmm.
And you're about to go on a honeymoon.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Cancun.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to an all-inclusive?
Mm-hmm.
Have so much fun. But you're not much of a drinker, are you?
No.
Are you going to be on this trip?
I'll be making sure Santiago makes it back to the hotel room. I will.
Amazing.
Somebody's got to.
Yeah. Do you just not, you were like, fuck alcohol. It doesn't make me feel good.
So I had like a weird experience. Like I had a friend like leave me in a house that I didn't know, and I drink a lot.
Oh.
And I woke up and I'm like, I don't remember anything from last night. I didn't like the fact that like anything could have happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'd get anxiety really bad.
Me too.
So in 2019 I was like, I'm
Done.
yeah.
It's not worth it. Not fun.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, I'm glad you're okay and you didn't get murdered during your blackout. Your bad friend. Are you still friends with that person?
Like distantly, I guess.
As she should be distant from you.
Not
We don't
chosen
like that.
family.
Not chosen family. Do you have any questions for us?
Yeah. What do you both do to like honor dead loved ones?
Oh.
Compartmentalize.
Yeah. My mom's was cremated, and that's only because we had talked about death a lot because I had a lot of friends and family members who died, and she said if she ever died, she wanted to be taxidermied with all of her cats with a can of Milwaukee's Best in her hand. But I couldn't do that, so I got her cremated. And I give her ashes to people. And also whenever I go on a trip somewhere new, I bring some of her ashes and like spread them. Every year on her birthday, I like bring her urn with me to dinner. And I'm like, yeah, I'm dinner for 3. It's like me and my partner and my urn. Yeah, I'm going to bring her on the pod sometime. Yeah, just bring the ashes everywhere. That's what I do.
Yeah. And I'm still figuring out how or when or what I will do to honor my dead ones. So again, adding it to the therapy list of what we'll speak of to this week, I guess. But yeah, I think I just think about them, but like privately. I don't really like, my mom does a lot of, oh, it's so-and-so's birthday, or like, we don't really do anything. We just kind of talk about them and then that's it. But maybe I'll take somebody to dinner soon or something. Find some ashes.
Yeah, you can take my mom to dinner. Do you want to borrow her for a little
I
while?
would love to.
She can stay over here for a bit. I have like a smaller jar that's like my travel jar.
I'm going to tell her all my secrets because I know they're safe with her. She's a down-ass bitch.
And she's dead.
And she's dead.
Yeah.
Perfect. I did not mention this in your intro, but Sam is honestly one of my favorite comedians and is one of the biggest reasons why I started doing stand-up comedy, because I saw her live and it changed my life. And I think you might either love or hate that I say that all the time, but it's true. And she's very funny, and she has an album out. What is the name of your album again?
Oh, I regret naming it Trigger Warning.
Yes.
It definitely attracted an audience that I didn't know.
But it was supposed to be a longer name, and your therapist was like, let's not do that. What was the original name?
Trigger Warning, but you might want to skip to tracks 23, 25, and 26.
It is so good and it is so funny. And I loved when you recorded your album and it released, we did a show for you and we each told, it was how many comics?
26.
26 exactly.
Wow.
And it happened at Ant Hall at Planet Ant. And we each told a Sam Rager joke while she was on stage. And it was the cutest, best. And I still have the poster. It's honestly in a pile over there where it's going to go on the wall one day when I get my shit together. But yeah, that was so fun and so cool. And Sam's very humble and very shy, but she is a huge staple in our comedy community. So please, where do people follow you? Where can they find you?
Ooh, Instagram at Rager Samantha.
Perfect. You're on the Facebooks as well.
Yep.
With that Easter Bunny photo.
Yeah, if they want to see me as Jesus.
Love it. You got any upcoming shows? Anything you want to plug?
I will be at Dr. Grins in Grand Rapids in June.
Hell yeah. Good for you. Are you headlining?
No, featuring.
Either way, still a feat. That's awesome. Congrats.
Thank
Dr. Grins,
you.
I haven't performed there yet. I got to get over there
Yeah, get on it.
with my little dick jokes.
Manage yourself a little better.
I
Jeez.
know. I'm out here managing everybody else. Where can they find you, Brie?
Itchy Snitchy. Instagram, Twitter.
All
Gonna
the
finish the
things.
Britney Spears book on there eventually.
It's happening. It's coming.
Yeah, it's coming one day. I'll be reading in my bonnet.
Perfect. Can't wait. And also, reminder, leave us a voicemail. The link is in our bio. It's on my website. It's all over the place. Leave us a voicemail. We'd love to answer them, hear from you. You either love us, you hate us. Either way, call in and we'll give you some otherly advice. Or we'll tell you to go fuck yourself. Who knows? But just leave us a voicemail. We'd love to hear from you. I'm Johanna Madronda. It's my co-host Bree. This has been Sam. You can follow me at johanna.madronda. And please check out my website, johannamadronda.com. We did it, you guys. Yay! Bye.
Bye.